It is not unexpected that Razer has raised the bar even further with the Razer Blade 18, whose main target appears to be gamers seeking a laptop to take the place of their desktop computers. The concept is a laptop that is both portable and powerful enough to perform almost like a desktop. While Razer is doing what they do best, there is competition, such as the Strix G18, one of the better mid-tier, mid-priced laptops that seems to be another prime choice. So if you had to choose, which one of these laptops should you go for? In our video today, we'll try to give you an idea of whether you should go for the Razer Blade 18 or the Strix G18 and why. So without further ado, let's begin. Addressing the elephant in the room, the Razer Blade 18 isn't by any means the smallest or lightest laptop you'll find on the market. The Blade 17 was a behemoth in itself, and Blade 18 follows through with a hefty 6.8 pounds of weight, a gorgeous display that trumps its predecessor in pretty much every way imaginable. The Strix G18, on the other hand, packs a full-size design with a simple yet elegant gray color scheme with a bunch of branding elements and graphical accents on the lid and the main deck. While the design is versatile, it's far from the classiest laptops in the market, since the darker Scar, in our opinion, comes with a cleaner design. The RGB elements are kept to a minimum, fortunately, except for the light bar on the front and the sides. The lid is made out of a thick and sturdy piece of aluminum, while the main chassis is built out of hard plastic. There's also a non-removable ROG plate in the top left corner of the laptop. The laptop has a weight of 6.5 pounds, so it's not quite as heavy as their competition, and the chassis allows for a spacious armrest. There's a bunch of bright status LEDs positioned just below the screen, which could get in the way if you prefer to play in a dark room. Similarly to the Blade 17, Razer decided not to build the keyboard out to the full periphery of the laptop's chassis, which resulted in the keyboard space feeling a bit cramped. The Blade 18 worked around it, where everything felt like it had more breathing room. The larger keyboard is ideally proportioned, while the dime-sized keys feel nearly impossible to miss. The key response is also fairly balanced, although coming with a relatively low vertical travel. The key backlighting looks impressive since it flashes green on startup alongside a bunch of customizability thanks to Razer's Synapse 3. The Microsoft Precision trackpad feels almost perfect in every way as it's spacious, smooth, and responsive. The keyboard on the Strix G18, on the other hand, feels like a necessary upgrade over the rubber dome keyboard designs we saw on past ROG laptops. Feeling almost identical to the keyboard implemented in the Scar 18, the layout introduces a numpad at the right side, full-sized arrow keys, and extra macro keys in the top left corner. The keys are RGB backlit and come with per-key control in this variant with various selectable effects in Armoury Crate and the Aura Creator app. The LEDs are bright enough and uniform with little to no light leaks from underneath the keycap. For the trackpad, you'll get a spacious glass crafted click pad with a smooth surface and quiet clicks. Due to the gray color scheme, it doesn't smudge easily, which is a big plus. As for the specs, Razer's Blade 18 gives you a choice between either an Intel Core i9-13950HX or an Intel Core i9-13980HX. The former can be easily paired with your pick of NVIDIA RTX 40 series GPUs, storage unit, and RAM, while the Core i9-13980HX variant comes packed with an RTX 4090, 2TB of SSD storage, and 64GB of RAM. For the display, we get an 18-inch Quad HD screen with 240Hz of refresh rate with 100% DCI P3 color gamut with 3 milliseconds of response time alongside G-Sync compatibility. For the Strix G18, you'll get the raw horsepower of the Intel Core i9-14900HX processor with a combination of GeForce RTX 4080 laptop GPU. Alongside, you'll get up to 2TB of PCIe 4.0 SSD storage and up to 32GB of 5.600MHz DDR5 RAM. For the display, there's an 18-inch 16x10 matte display that gives you a choice between either an IPS Quad HD Plus or an IPS Full HD panel. The screen covers 100% of the DCI P3 color gamut and comes with good brightness and a decent amount of contrast, and since it's a matte non-glare display, lighting conditions are not an issue. The screen also comes with a 240Hz refresh rate with a fast 3 millisecond response time alongside G-Sync compatibility, meaning fast-paced FPS shooters feel incredible in this laptop. For runtime and battery life, the Razer Blade 18 works with a 91.7 watt-hour lithium-ion polymer battery, which is a moderate increase from its predecessor, the Razer Blade 17. This battery gives the Blade 18 a runtime of over 5 hours. On the other hand, the Strix G18 comes with a 90 watt-hour battery with a 280 watt power adapter and has a runtime of more or less 4-5 hours. With both of these laptops belonging to the higher-end segments of the gaming laptop market, it's obvious to think about it before making a decision. To help make things easier, go for the Blade 18 from Razer if you're looking for the ultimate power and expandability in a laptop that you're looking for or planning to as a desktop replacement. You can get your hands on the Razer Blade 18 starting from $2,899.99 to $4,499.99 based on the variant you pick. Similarly, go for the Strix G18 if you're out seeking a powerful laptop with comparatively more portability, without fully committing to the bulk and weight that come associated with the most extreme hardware configurations. You can get your hands on the ROG Strix G18 for $199. Ultimately, the choice will depend on your balance of performance, portability, aesthetics, and of course, future-proofing. Happy hunting! So, those were our 2 cents regarding the comparison between Razer Blade 18 and ROG Strix G18. Which one of these 2 laptops are you going to pick, and why? Do let us know, as we'd love to hear from you. And as for everything else, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you want more content like this on your feed.